It is truly said that power of a tool is as good as how we use it. One such tool of our generation is social media. Hello everyone, I am Manas Srivastav and you are watching UPSC Essentials of the Indian Express. And now it's time for the case study of the week. Case studies are highly essential elements for your essays and answers in UPSC examination. We do not dictate you any answer as such, but introduce you to some good stories and articles from the Indian Express. Today's case study talks about how social media is impacting the mental health of the youth of our nation. We shall go beyond the case study and discuss mental health issue in our country. We shall call our case study as Social Media and Mental Health of Young India. Now let's look at the case. Dear aspirants, one cannot deny that social media has become a daily habit in our lives, especially in youth. Individuals across different age groups use social media platforms for communication and networking. Clearly, there is a growing dependency on social media. But the constant use of social media leads to exposure to risky content, change in behavioral pattern, feeling of inferiority, cyberbullying, resulting in grave mental health challenges and illness. So this is the case. Now let's look at the issue. The issue is straightforward. Impact of social media on youth. Aspirants, it is imperative to address the systematic and current challenges to regulate social media use, especially among the young generation. So after this issue, let us look at the problems. There can be many problems, but let us focus on three important problems associated with the youth of our country. Firstly, depression. According to UNICEF, 1 in 7 Indians aged between 15 to 24 years feel depressed. Depression is linked to lack of self-esteem, poor concentration, and other maladaptive symptoms and can lead to difficulties in communication, failure to work and study productively, amplified risk of substance use and abuse, as well as suicidal thoughts. One of the key risk factors for these prevalent rates of depression is social media. The second problem is related to the term internet persona. As social beings, we inherently have a need for social acceptance, and social media often becomes a tool for validation. The number of likes one's post or images garners become a quantitative measure for many in relation to their looks, intelligence, and even extend to their worth as a person. There is a term called body dysmorphia. It is common among young people and has increased over the past years. The third problem is lack of socialization. Excessive social media use takes away from doing other things that may benefit your mental health, like connecting with others in person, spending time in nature, and taking care of yourself. So after these problems, let us look at some suggestions or solutions. Dear aspirants, firstly, we must take action on mental health seriously and monitor the incidence of psychiatric disorders like depression, anxiety, and identify the factors of risk and resilience. Do not shy away if social media is the cause of your anxiety. Secondly, there is a need to conduct a disaggregated situational assessment of the diverse young demography in our country, keeping in mind differences associated with class, gender, and other social factors. Thirdly, focus on socialization in family, schools, and professional spaces, along with physical exercises and meditation. Let us bring ourselves close to nature and natural things. Fourth, there is a need of creating awareness and dialogue that would help in destigmatizing the issue in order to allow autonomy for the individual to share feelings in free space. Fifth, support system like family and peer need to be equipped with understanding the factors related to the issue and initiate supportive steps. Dear aspirants, families and teachers are role models of society. So if they keep themselves away from social media, it will set a good example. Sixth, additionally, to address the structural challenges, there is a need to reimagine the workspace and educational framework. Where social media dependence can be minimized, do that. Lastly, pragmatic government policies based on empirical evidence, strong political will, social inclusion, mental health literacy, vibrant media, and responsive corporate sector coupled with innovative technologies and crowdsourcing could mitigate this problem. So these were some suggestions and solutions. Let's go beyond the case and understand briefly the issue of mental health in our country. Dear aspirants, mental illness is an amalgamation of biological, social, psychological, hereditary, and environmental stressors. The World Health Organization defines mental health as a state of well-being where an individual realizes their capabilities, can cope with the normal stressors of life, work productivity, and is able to contribute to their community. In India, according to Nimhan's data, more than 80% of people do not access care service for a multitude of reasons, ranging from lack of knowledge, stigma, and high cost of care. Currently, as per WHO, for 1 lakh population, India has just 0.3 psychiatrists, 0.12 nurses, and 0.07 psychologists, and 0.07 health workers. These reflect alarming shortage of human resources and dire need to scale up investment to address the issue. Though Mental Health Act 2017 has granted patients the legal rights to life with dignity without discrimination, coercion, and harassment, the endeavor in the segment is too scattered and lacks focus and coordination. A ray of hope was the Union Budget 2022-2023, which took the consideration of the issue of mental health. It announced the National Tele-Mental Health Program in India for 24/7 free tele-counseling services. Dear aspirants, let's see a point to ponder. Can you think along the lines of community participation and awareness campaigns that could address the issue of mental health? So this was the case study of the week, where there can be more suggestions and solutions which are welcome regarding the issue of mental health. Dear aspirants, you can also suggest the topics you want to see in the case study of the week in your suggestions in the comment box. Scan the QR code in the end of the video so that you can make the best use of our UPSC products of the Indian Express. As you know that UPSC Key and UPSC Essentials are two important initiatives which can help you in your UPSC examinations. So make the best use of them. Subscribe to the Indian Express for more such videos. Remember, think smart, work hard, conquer your goals.